You as a person, is there any kind of insecurity? Are you competitive like when others sign with other directors?
Most actors are in general insecure beings because there's no correct way of being in this industry.
Do you enjoy doing comedy? A comedy set is any different?
Oh, I think it's harder. Comedy
It's
to
hard.
make people laugh is definitely harder. And thank God is something
Yeah.
that gives me that. Ajay Devgan and me coming together for the first time.
We saw some pictures in Delhi. There was that for Yodha. How is that shaping up?
So that's an action film, that's an action thriller. Also shooting with Mr. Rohit
Rohit
Shetty,
Shetty, yeah.
which is again a director that I've greatly admired. I think no one gets Hindi film heroes
yeah.
like Mr. Rohit Shetty. I think he's a master in it. Hello, hi, namaste. I'm Sidharth Malhotra and watch my interview on Bollywood Hungama.
Now at this stage where you are at a position where you can pick and choose your movies, you can say I don't want to do this, I want to do this. Is there any, do actors and you as a person, is there any kind of insecurity? Are you competitive like when others sign with other directors?
Well, actors, I think most actors are in general insecure beings because there's no correct way of being in this industry.
Right.
There's no correct way of giving a particular take or having a take on a script. You know, you only find out much later when it works or when it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, I feel yes, there are roles there's so many roles actually at present that I feel I want to be a part of. I mean, something which is larger than life in a superhero genre. You know, I haven't played a character which is in a world or a character which is inspiring, which has an arc. I feel we're at that stage where we can produce films and characters from Indian subcontinent and our, mythology or culture, which will be as much as what the Marvel studios are doing in America, in the US. So I think stuff like that, which I feel
Something like Brahmastra.
Yes, Brahmastra is a great example. It's an introduction to Indian audience, to an Indian universe, and kudos to the team and the audience has spoken that they would love to come and watch this film. You know, Ayan Mukherjee has given his life and blood to make this film for so many years, and the whole cast and Dharma Productions and Karan Johar and I think they're all seeing the result today. So definitely, that's a genre that I love. I feel comedy is something that I never dived into, and thank God is something that gives me that. With an incredible cast and a director, Ajay Devgan and me coming together for the first time, and Mr. Inder Kumar directing it, who has a solid grip on comedy.
He really does,
but there's also comedy which has a lovely heart.
Right.
This is the first time I think even Mr. Induji is coming with a lovely message in the end, which will hopefully, with making you laugh, will really warm your heart.
Right. Do you enjoy doing comedy? A comedy set is any different?
Oh, I think it's harder. Comedy to make people laugh is definitely harder. To make people laugh, you need to make sure the beats are working. If you're at least the film. I mean, I like comedy where the character is being true to the situation.
Right.
But as an audience, you're laughing at him. And not that we are specifically going for punches. And that's what I liked about Thank God also, that I was just this frustrated character, and with his anger and frustration, you would find some sense of humor into it, and hopefully entertain you. So I feel a different approach for sure.
Yeah.
New experience for me, but definitely hats off to people who make people laugh for a living.
Right. Did you enjoy? Is it like you said? Is it tough?
Oh, I think every role is tough, and I definitely enjoyed it. It's a cinema, I think, that we as Indians come, to the theaters to be entertained.
Right.
So a Hindi film entertainer, and I've been lucky that this is a script which also has a message with it.
Right.
So making people laugh and then giving them a slight sense in it is something that I would always want to do as comedy.
Right.
And this film gave me that. So I loved it, and I think it'll be one of many, many more that I'll dive into in the future.
Yeah. Thanks to the Paps and Instagram, we know where you are always, what you're up to. We saw some pictures in Delhi. There was that for Yodha. How is that shaping up?
Yeah, we were shooting for Yodha in New Delhi at India Gate just very recently. And I think we were the first one to shoot when it was renovated now. It just opened up. So that's an action film. That's an action thriller. Making with Dharma Productions and two new directors, Sagar and Pushkar. And yeah, we got a lot of love and attention on the streets of New Delhi.
Yeah,
Everywhere
we
our
saw
crew
that.
was going, and people were gathering just to see and glimpse. I think
Right.
it's all the Sher Shah love pouring in.
Absolutely.
And this is what we work for. I think this
Yeah.
is what we all grew
And
up
that's
is
your
to.
home. That's
Absolutely, Delhi is
yeah.
my hometown, and it was so lovely to meet people there and see them watch our shoot. And I always trying to make an effort that by the end of it, I would spend some time with them,
Right.
and at least give them pictures because it was very hot.
We saw
and they
that,
were still
yeah.
there waiting for us for hours. So
And
yeah,
you
I
did
feel,
a round and gave them pictures.
yes, I was running around. I was actually running for the shot, which they were all clapping for. That also helped me sometimes.
Right,
You know,
right.
Asha, wah, so then you get conscious as a hero. कि ठीक है, you can't be tired, and even if it's sunny, कोई फर्क
It's
नहीं
okay.
पड़ता है. It's okay. People are cheering, so चलता है. So they kind of
And then
gave
go
me
in
that
your van
boost.
and be like,
Yeah, I know that was like hydrating and with Delhi
Right.
heat. But it was very
Great
warm
fun,
and
yeah.
lovely to see people
Sure.
who don't get to see you. And when you happen to be there by chance,
Right.
and just click pictures with them and you receive all the love.
Sure. So there's Thank God, there's Yodha, and what else? Do you want to tell people what goes in order of the release?
Oh well, starting with thank God this Diwali that
Yeah.
we start in, which is a famcom, which I call it, a family
Famcom,
comedy.
okay.
It's something that you can watch with everyone. It's about today's common businessman or working man of today's day and age, and the mistakes and the lessons that he makes, and what he has to face when he goes up between heaven and hell
Okay.
in front of Chitragupt.
Okay.
So yeah, that comes out in Diwali.
Diwali.
And then we'll have Mission Majnu,
Mission Majnu.
coming on next, and then Yodha coming out next year.
Next
Actually,
year.
both will come next year after that. So that is so far the order. And I'm also shooting with Mr. Rohit
Rohit
Shetty,
Shetty. Yeah.
which is with the Amazon and
Yeah.
Indian Police Force, which is again a director that I've greatly admired. I think no one gets Hindi film heroes
Yeah.
like Mr. Rohit Shetty. I think he's a master in it. He's so crisp and clear on set.
Wow.
And just the way he presents you, it makes our job easy.
Right.
You know, as an actor, if I'm just walking in a uniform in high speed, he's doing all the work with his setups. And I keep telling him, I said, we need more such
Yeah,
directors. You
He
know,
gives the hero the entry where
But-
people will whistle.
Yeah, we all grew up on that.
Yeah.
I think we sometimes shy away from it.
Yeah.
And but I'm a pure believer in the Hindi film
Yeah.
hero, and obviously with the script backing it. But there's no harm in inspiring people with this one character,
Totally.
which is slightly larger than life at times. Is fighting for the right cause and going through his struggles, and it's something that I think we need more of.
Right. Can't wait to watch and whistle, Sid.
Yeah. Thank you. Hello, hi, namaste. I'm Sidharth Malhotra, and watch my interview on Bollywood Hungama.